Hello, everyone. So, as the show moves forward, we start realizing that Chamuhi has actually succeeded, at least a little, in winning Kurosawa's heart. The more he tries to stay away from her, the more her smile and those sparkling eyes keep pulling him closer. Honestly, the man doesn't even notice when his own face starts smiling while looking at her. And of course, the crew members notice it too. Even Kurosawa's assistant is like, "Sir, you're not slick." Now, during one shoot break, Chamuhi is searching for something in the grass while two guys are watching her. And after a while, it becomes obvious. She's looking for a lucky four-leaf clover. The moment she finds one, she gets so happy that even the boys start smiling too. Like her happiness is contagious. Or maybe they just love free good vibes. Everything is going smoothly until suddenly a problem comes up. They find out the producer currently working has some issue, so a new producer is arriving from Korea very soon. That means they get one day off and shooting will restart the day after tomorrow. Everyone is excited. A break in Canada? Rest day? Sightseeing? Perfect. Manager Yoon, Chamuhi's manager, suggests, "Why don't we eat something fun tonight and maybe drink some soju too?" Chamuhi looks super excited. She even starts picking out a really nice dress. And the reason she's this excited? She knows Manager Yoon is sharing a room with Hyujin. But when she arrives, surprise, Hyujin isn't there. He's gone to a bookstore because yes, this man loves books like they're oxygen. So Chamuhi eats with a slightly broken heart, sitting there pretending to browse books. Then she starts copying Hyujin. She even puts on glasses and acts like she's reading. Girl really said, if he likes books, I am books. At the same time, we see Hyujin, and guess what? He's thinking about Chamuhi too. He steps outside and spots the same truck where Chamuhi once bought hot dogs during the shoot, and suddenly he's standing at the exact spot where they had eaten together. The official drama couple might be Kurosawa and Chamuhi, but honestly, Hyujin is standing right there like, I could replace him anytime. When Hyujin returns, Manager Yoon is already drunk and passed out, but Chamuhi is sitting there wearing Hyujin's glasses. The moment she sees him, she panics, puts the book down, but quickly forgets she's still wearing the glasses and walks out nervously. Meanwhile, she keeps thinking, I must look so pretty, right? But Hyujin follows her and says, "Can I have my glasses back?" Chamuhi really wants to ask him to go out with her, talk with her, spend time together, but she gets shy and stays quiet. And then fate decides to step in. Hyujin forgot his key card inside. Manager Yoon is too drunk to answer any calls, so Chamuhi asks, "Now what will you do?" Hyujin says it's fine. The place they're staying in isn't just a hotel, it's basically a castle. There's no management available at night, so he thinks he'll just spend the night in the living area. But then Chamuhi checks her pocket. Oh no, I left my key card in your suite too. So now she has no choice but to stay with him. Hyujin suggests she go to any female crew member's room, but Chamuhi refuses. She doesn't want to disturb anyone so late. So the two of them sit together in the living room, talking for hours. Chamuhi starts telling him an entire novel worth of stories. He's not even interested, but she's so in love that she could talk about paint drying if Hyujin is listening. And somewhere along the way, she falls asleep. When she wakes up, it's morning. Hyujin tells her, "I'm going to check out the vegetable and fruit market. Do you want to come?" And of course, she does. At the market, she's enjoying everything. Then she's about to walk under a ladder when a woman warns her that brings bad luck. Chamuhi immediately gets nervous because yes, she's full of superstitions. But then she says, "It's okay, 4-leaf clovers are lucky, and I collected 5. She explains she collected them because she wanted the weather to be good so everyone could see the aurora during the shoot. And secretly, she wants to see the aurora with Hyujin. Then she adds, "Actually, it should be 7 clovers, not 5, but I'm sure I'll find the other 2 soon." Later, she goes to the car to put some things away and again starts searching in the grass. She finds another 4-leaf clover. She gets so happy and slips it into Hyujin's coat pocket. She's wearing his coat at the time.
Then Hyujin calls her, asking where he parked. She says, "I'll come get you." She runs towards him, excited to tell him she found another clover, but suddenly she runs straight into Shin. Shin sees Cha Mo-hee and Hyujin together and looks shocked. Cha Mo-hee thinks, "Great, bad luck really followed me." She tries to quietly turn away, but Shin calls out to her. They all walk back together, and Cha Mo-hee learns the new producer coming from Korea is Shin. Drama appears again like the universe's personal menace and says, "Told you, bad luck always follows you." Cha Mo-hee ends up asking Shin directly, "Weren't you supposed to get married in 2 weeks? Why are you here?" Shin replies calmly, "The wedding preparations are done, but work needed me more right now." And we later learn the truth.
Shin and Najin had a huge fight. Their breakup was so intense, they reached the edge of ending everything. Najin was never truly serious about marriage. He was only doing it to fulfill her wish, and that hurt Shin deeply. So she left everything behind and came here. Now it's their day off. Cha Mo-hee sits alone near a park. Kurosawa, while jogging, spots her and walks over. She tells him in broken English that the crew is waiting for him in a meeting, but he only catches the word "wait" and thinks, "She was waiting for me?" He asks, "Why are you so crazy about me?" They don't understand each other's language at all, but Cha Mo-hee starts talking anyway. It feels good to vent to someone who can't fully understand. She tells him about Hyujin, about Shin returning, about her bad luck. She says, whenever something good is about to happen, something bad happens. And then she says sadly, now who will he watch the aurora with, the one he truly loves? She even wishes the aurora won't appear at all. And she walks away, leaving Kurosawa confused, trying to piece together her words about aurora. That night, everyone has dinner together. Cha Mo-hee's mood is terrible because Shin and Hyujin are sitting together. She secretly goes to Hyujin and asks, "Did they fight? Is the wedding postponed? Did they break up? Tell me something." Hyujin says he didn't ask in detail. Then Cha Mo-hee tells him, "Why haven't you ever confessed your feelings? If you keep them inside, you'll suffer and she'll keep coming back." She encourages him to open his heart to someone else, to move on. But Hyujin replies, "Didn't I try? I always tried, but I couldn't move on." Then he says, "What do you want? Are you using this as an excuse for me to make you my girlfriend?" He bluntly says that can't happen. Cha Mo-hee is crushed, rejected again. She angrily says, "My curse is that your life stays like a horror movie." And she runs to her room, crying. The next day, they head to a special shooting location. The cars drive in a line, but some cars are missing behind. One of them is Hyujin's. He had a small accident and will arrive late. Cha Mo-hee panics, thinking her curse caused it. That day, her interpreter is another woman, a secondary one, who is also Kurosawa's manager. Cha Mo-hee sits beside Kurosawa, but her eyes don't sparkle anymore. Kurosawa notices, and in the end, the aurora doesn't appear because the weather turns bad. Shin tells everyone to go back. A hotel is booked nearby. She says she'll stay until morning to shoot the aurora scene. But Kurosawa looks troubled. He keeps thinking, why wasn't she smiling today? Why weren't her eyes shining? His manager says softly, maybe because I couldn't translate properly. Because whenever Cha Mo-hee listened, the voice she heard was never Kurosawa's. It was always Hyujin's. That morning, just as the night was about to end, Cha Mo-hee receives a message from Hyujin. She was still awake. The moment she reads it, she runs outside. Hyujin says he wants to show her something. And there it is, the aurora. The sky is glowing with beautiful lights, and Cha Mo-hee's face instantly lights up too. She's so happy that for a second, all her sadness disappears. Then she says something deep. She tells him about a girl who once taught her boyfriend how to eat with chopsticks, Even after they broke up, whenever he saw Chopsticks, he still remembered her. And then Cha Mo-hee says softly, "My wish is, whenever you see the aurora, you remember me." Hoo-jun freezes because he understands exactly what she means. And we also find out something important. That night in the living room, Cha Mo-hee actually did have her key card. She hid it on purpose just so she could spend time with Hoo-jun. Girl really planned the whole thing like a romantic crime scene. Seeing him worried, she quickly jokes, "Why are you stressed? Aurora never appears in Seoul anyway, so you won't even have a chance to remember me." And we learn why the aurora appeared, because the 7th clover was found too. During the accident, Hoo-jun had been searching through the grass and unknowingly found it. Whether he wanted to or not, Cha Mo-hee was always on his mind. Cha Mo-hee watches the aurora and secretly wishes her love could finally come true, that she could stay with Hoo-jun forever. But then she says, "I want to go inside. I can't bear watching it disappear." As they go back, her room door gets stuck because of the freezing cold. Hoo-jun struggles hard to open it. Meanwhile, Cha Mo-hee, being Cha Mo-hee, starts talking non-stop. She casually says, "Kurosawa is really handsome. I've seen him up close. His body is great, and when he smiles, you can even see his dimples." Hoo-jun pauses. Jealousy instantly activates. He leans forward and says, "You don't need to go close to see dimples." And then, in pure dramatic rage, he pushes the door so hard that it finally opens. Before leaving, he mutters, "You ate marshmallows with Kurosawa today, right? Your face is swollen." Sir, that is not swelling. That is called jealousy. Meanwhile, Shin hasn't told anyone she canceled her wedding. She's hiding it. But manager Yoon accidentally finds out after overhearing Najin's call. Shin threatens him, "If you tell the crew, I'll break your legs." Later, Shin is struggling emotionally. She thinks the only way Najin will forget her forever is if she cheats once. Manager Yoon, being the soft-hearted guy he is, keeps caring for her. When she hurts her ankle, he bandages it. Shin asks, "Why do you care so much?" He says, "Because you're heartbroken and you're not that kind of girl." Then he suddenly kisses her, and Shin whispers, "I pulled the trigger. I cheated." Back at the shoot, the next day they're filming in a park. Cha Mo-hee warns Kurosawa with body language that there might be bears. The way she explains without words is honestly adorable. Kurosawa finds himself getting attracted to her, even if he doesn't want to. She gives him warm pads and he takes them, then throws them away. Like, why am I thinking about her so much? Meanwhile, Cha Mo-hee and Hoo-jun walk far into the park. Hoo-jun says he visited this park as a child. There's a waterfall ahead, but he doesn't remember the exact way. Cha Mo-hee jokes, "So it's not a lake, it's waterfall water." Then she starts splashing water with her hands and says, "Look, our waterfall is right here now." She looks so beautiful. Hoo-jun stares at her lovingly, and Cha Mo-hee can't control herself. She steps closer and kisses him. Then she immediately runs away, lying, "Dorami forced me to do it." Sure, Dorami. Always Dorami. After that, she avoids him. That evening, everyone plays games. Cha Mo-hee stands with Kurosawa, trying to help the acting team win. Hoo-jun watches from far away, thinking, "Look at them scheming together." Even though they can't even understand each other's language properly, Jealousy speaks fluent. He joins the game, challenges Kurosawa fiercely, and wins. Production team wins overall. Kurosawa hates losing, but since his partner was Cha Mo-hee, he accepts it and says, "I enjoyed it. Party is on me." Someone tells Hoo-jun, "I heard you've liked a girl for a long time, but you never tell who." At that moment, Shin is visible nearby. Hoo-jun looks at her, and Cha Mo-hee sees him looking. Her heart sinks. She thinks, "I pulled him closer, and still he won't come near me." She says goodbye to everyone, saying she'll rest. She's leaving for Korea the next morning. That night, she lies in bed upset, unable to sleep. Dorami appears on TV again, saying, "You're the bad luck king."
She starts hallucinating. Dorami is holding a gun, Hujan is tied up, and Dorami asks, "Is Shin still in your heart? Can't Chamuhi replace her?" This triggers her childhood trauma. Her past was dark. She had witnessed terrible accidents. She stays awake all night. Next morning, as she's about to leave, Hujan comes and says, "I'll drop you." On the drive, he says, "I've decided. I will talk to Shin and close that chapter. I can't move forward until I clear the past." Chamuhi becomes happy. He plays an English song, and that song becomes tied to their memories. Even though she doesn't fully understand the lyrics, she loves it. At the airport, Manager Yoon tells her shocking news. Shin has broken up with her boyfriend. The wedding is canceled. Chamuhi panics. She feels insecure, like she'll lose. She abandons her flight and runs back. She finds out Hujan is at a bookstore, but she arrives too late. Hujan is already sitting with Shin. Shin is explaining her breakup. Chamuhi watches them smiling, and Dorami's voice in her mind says, "Your story will never have a happy ending. Run away." She starts leaving, but Hujan sees her. He runs after her and stops her. She breaks down, saying, "Now that Shin is single, your first love will bloom again. You'll go back to her. I knew I would lose." But Hujan says something powerful. He says, "Remember the train tracks in Japan? This time, I thought I would cross over to you." Then he says, "Fight yourself. Defeat Dorami. Because the person who already accepts defeat in their heart can never win." And he walks away. Chamuhi cries at the airport. She drinks heavily, sleeps through the flight. When she wakes up, Kurosawa is the one waking her. She missed her flight and is now on the next one, and Kurosawa is on the same flight. 2 weeks later, back in Korea, Chamuhi attends an event and sees Hujan there as an interpreter. He looks at her but doesn't sit beside her, even though the seat booked by his uncle is right next to hers. After the event, Uncle and Chamuhi end up in the elevator together. Uncle says, "That interpreter is with me. His name is Hujan." Downstairs, Hujan is standing there. Awkward reunion. Uncle invites her to dinner and brings her home. Chamuhi agrees partly because Manager Yoon is renting a room in Hujan's house these days. Uncle is mischievous. He tells Hujan, "You cook," then leaves them alone in the kitchen on purpose. After dinner, Uncle tells Hujan, "This girl is wonderful. You two would suit each other." Outside, Hujan hears Chamuhi listening to that same English song. She tries to leave while hiding something. Hujan catches her. "You're not a good thief." He searches her. She stole the DVD. He says, "I kept this song for you. I wanted to give it to you, but you stole it instead." Chamuhi leaves in a taxi, only to realize she took just the cover, not the actual DVD.
Worst thief in history. Hujan realizes too. He calls her, teasing, "You're so bad at stealing. I'm coming to deliver it. Send me your address." Chamuhi smiles brightly and messages him. She waits outside her house, excited. She thinks everything will finally be okay. But then her aunt and uncle arrive, yelling at her. Reporters have started digging into her childhood, and her childhood is extremely dark. We learn the truth. Her mother killed her father on her birthday using cake. The trauma breaks her. Dorami appears again, telling her, "You deserve this. Give me your body." A split personality takes over. Chamuhi is no longer herself. She becomes Dorami. And this isn't the first time. Earlier on the plane, Dorami had used her body to kiss Kurosawa. That's why Kurosawa had been upset that she never contacted him again. One day, Hujan finds Chamuhi sitting in his library. He says, "What is wrong with you? You ignore me at your house, and now you sneak into mine?" But she replies coldly, "She was crazy. I'm not. I don't beg for love. I kill people." Hujan finally understands. This isn't Chamuhi. This is Dorami. And the episode ends here. Stay connected to see what happens next. Bye-bye.